of things like the iPhone and other portable media devices, but specifically your phone. I mean, this thing, you know, is 128 gigs of memory, and the video quality is actually very, very good. And sometimes having this on hand, you know, you can do so much with it, but the problem has always been, you know, really good audio. You're limited by whatever microphone has been on the phone itself. So today I'd just like to talk a little bit with regards to gear that you can get, and fairly inexpensive gear, but really good gear if you have like an interview that you need to do, but you don't necessarily have the means to take all your regular professional recording gear with you, but you still want to capture a good video and maybe the audio as well. So what I have with my little bag of goods today is, first of all, I love these Audio-Technica little pouches. You can get them about $8 online through Amazon.com, or maybe some of the other online retailers like B&H and elsewhere. But I really, really like these. They're good quality fabric and zipper, and they're just really handy for carrying stuff. So I have a couple here today. We'll first talk about, you know, securing or mounting your phone. There's quite a few different options out there, and I've spent a considerable amount of time researching and going through different ones. And this shoulder pod is the one that I've settled on eventually. It's really well built. It has nice rubber feet here that kind of grasp the phone itself, and it's adjustable, so it can take quite a few different sizes of phones, from iPhones 4s to Samsung's Galaxy 5s, and of course even the iPhone 6 Plus, which this one is here, even with this case on. So it has a little adjustable dial here. You just kind of open it up. There, and then we just go ahead and tighten the top just enough to secure it, and that's actually pretty secure. You notice that it's not going to go anywhere. The cool thing about this is on the bottom here, it has a standard 1/4-inch screw mount, and this is weighted, so with a strap. So if you're not going to mount it on anything, you can actually hold it. And this is fairly comfortable with this weighted bottom here. But for myself, I also got myself an Oben TT100 little mini tripod. And these tabletop tripods, I looked at quite a few of them, and including the Manfrotto, and I felt that this one actually was just built better in so many, and has a little bit better features. It's metal, all metal, and this portion here with the ball mount actually does come off itself, so you can even bring it down further if you wanted to. But with the ball mount, you can actually then mount this thing like this in a vertical, or in a portrait, or in landscape mode. So go ahead and we'll just add this to here. And then we can position the phone and the camera any way we want to. So this is really nice. I was really impressed with the Oben, I believe that's how you pronounce it, TT100. They do make a model that has an extended riser for a few more dollars. It's not very expensive. It's I think about $40, I mean, for that model. But this is fine in terms of mounting it, and there are other solutions out there, though this is the one I prefer. But the really big question is, how do you get really good audio, quality audio? And having a balanced mic is really all the difference in the world. So doing a little research, I found the iRig Pro. They have one that's very similar to this called the iRig Pre, and it does almost everything this does, but the exception is its analog input. I was looking for something that was digital, pure digital, and this fits the bill, and it comes with several different connectors here, mini DIN. This one here plugs into the iPhone standard iOS, a new version, and they do have a legacy cable that comes with it. It also plugs into the older iOS devices, but this just plugs into there. And then of course you have your option here to either a 1/4-inch plug and or a balanced mic. And for just demonstration purposes today, I have just a fairly inexpensive Audio-Technica Pro 70 lab mic. You can get these in just about anywhere. And of course these operate, they do have a battery. They're fairly nice system. So if you're doing like an interview and something, this really would fit the bill. And then of course a XLR cable like this here, which you can pick up just about anywhere as well, any music store for about under $10. So as you can see here, this plugs in, fairly simple. And it has a 9-volt battery in here. It does provide phantom power here, which is really nice, as well as a MIDI port in. So this device is fairly compact. Unfortunately, unlike the iRig Pre, it doesn't have a means by which you can strap it by itself, you know, if you wanted to like strap it to a tripod or something like that. But a little bit of ingenuity, it wouldn't be too difficult to do that. The only complaint I have about the iRig is that it's got a smooth dial here, and perhaps they purposely did it that way to keep it somebody from moving it once the settings have been set. But it's sometimes a little bit slick to try to move. But overall, solid device. This is a little more expensive than the iRig Pre, of course, running at about $120, and the iRig Pre runs about, I don't know, $30 or so. There's a big difference in price, but with an all-digital input, I mean, I think that really sets the standard, and also the quality of build. This feels pretty solid. Now for audio or video input, there you can use a standard Apple camera mode in the video, or you can bump it up and pay $8 and buy the Filmic Pro app. And this is a really solid app. I'm really been pleased with it in terms of this functionality. But you can see here that it gives all types of options for both audio settings and video settings alike. And just for this demonstration, I'm just going to show you, the benefits of having audio in, direct audio in. So we're going to turn this on and apply phantom power. And you can see the levels here go up as I talk. And so we don't get any clipping, obviously. But, you can see over here on the left-hand side, it's bringing the audio in. The levels are somewhat low at this point. Just bring it up a little bit more. Just got the orange light or yellow light here indicates getting a little bit of clipping. So probably about right there is a good indicator. If you have a gig that requires, where you don't have a lot of time to gather your gear, or you're, can't carry a lot with you, I mean, this is essentially all you need. Just a couple pouches worth of gear, maybe a cable, and you don't even have to have a cable. You can even use a wireless device like a Sennheiser or some of these others. Now, lighting too is critical, obviously. These are a wonderful device here. These are the Chinese made. They're called the HDV Z96, and you can get them on eBay and a bunch of other places. But these are LED lighting with magnetic filters on them. They come with an orange diffuser as well. Of course, with a standard, quarter-inch there, and as far as power is concerned, you can use standard Sony lithium batteries, which come a dime a dozen, fairly inexpensive to buy, or just use regular AA batteries in here, or last case scenario, you can even plug in a power supply here for it. So you have multiple options, this little light, and of course it's a dimmable, so you can adjust the intensity of the light there. But you can see, adding that in the background, you can bring a couple of these with you, and then if you wanted to go any further and and bring a stand. These stands are real inexpensive. You can do that as well. So just showing you what I use when I go on a single shot and I don't have the means to carry a lot of stuff with me. You know, just my phone, a mini tripod, maybe and a mic and a cable, and then of course my iRig Pro to come with me. And of course everything's built in. I mean, the cameras or the recording capability, especially the iPhone 6 Plus, is quite a long time. You can practically shoot a whole motion picture film and then some on this. So it really makes it convenient. And now with the ability to put digital audio directly into your video is really the primary thing of excellence, because too often times nothing kills a good video with bad audio, and especially the clarity of the audio. So this will help remedy that completely. And really, in terms of cost, we're looking for all this gear, you know, probably right under about $200 for everything here, minus, I should say, the lav mic. Lav mics, you can, you know, they have all different kinds of flavors, and you can go, you know, over the top with an expensive one, but you can find some used ones that would probably work for you. But for the most part, you're looking at a setup about $200 that will give you the ability to just do a simple, high quality, somewhat high quality video, and you can of course render this and do any of the effects you need to in post. But anyway, I'd just like to share what my setup looks like. Anyway, I hope someone finds this useful, as and takes a little bit of the guesswork out of trying to figure things out by themselves. Thanks.